Hey everyone, happy finals week, and here we are with the Education 382 final project video. So we have two artifacts. Artifact 1 is a lesson plan. This satisfies standard 7 of the main core curriculum, which is planning for instruction. One of the standards is plans how to achieve student learning and uses proper strategies. Obviously, like everyone in the class, each week we planned individually for our students what we thought would work for them, what they liked, etc., and kind of tailored it to them. They know how to adjust plan based upon the strengths and weaknesses of the student, and as we went on in the semester, I know I certainly did, and I assume everybody did, was able to kind of create a lesson plan that their student liked more, so it was more productive sessions. And they believe the plan must be open to adaptations and change due to the student needs. So, well, I also adapted my plan based upon what my student liked, what activities, like forms of activities they preferred. I also adapted it based on their skill. So as my student Dominic progressed throughout the semester, I started giving him 6th grade and even some 7th grade vocabulary lists because he had mastered 5th grade to keep challenging him. So here is standard 1. Lesson plan. Okay. All right, now on to Artifact 2. We have an assessment, or actually two assessments, one for vocabulary and one for reading comprehension. This satisfies standard 6 of Maine's core curriculum. Some of the characteristics of that are design an assessment to match learning objectives, and in my case, these two assessments here, vocabulary and reading comprehension, were both based upon things that we worked on week in and week out, sometimes in different forms, but we touched upon it every time we met. Another one is knows how to evaluate the learner's ability and progress against standards. So I focused a lot on getting Dominic to read at or above grade level. So his vocabulary and word work was well above his grade standard. However, his reading speed and fluency was not, so I focused more on that, and everything was relative to trying to match or exceed the grade standard. And the last one is being responsible for aligning instruction and assessments with learning goals and objectives. Again, basically just making sure that these assessment or particularly formative assessments are relevant to the lesson plan, not kind of arbitrary, so that there's a direct kind of accurate measurement of the student's abilities based on what you've been doing during your tutoring sessions or classes. And here's a look at Artifact 2. First we have vocabulary. He had to read the circled words, and then I marked it on the next page whether he got it correct or not. Two different lists for that. And then we go on to the reading comprehension. He just had a short one-page article about a boy playing basketball. Afterwards, we had 10 comprehension analysis questions. Some were text-based, some inference-based, and some critical response. Yep, those are an example of 2 of the 4 assessments I did total with Dominic. And so why is this important to me as an aspiring teacher? Well, the lesson plans are important because obviously most teachers use lesson plans almost every day, and it was good to get some kind of real practical experience designing one and then tailoring it to the needs of a student. And for the assessments, particularly formative assessments are the crux of grading, which obviously are a huge aspect of education, especially secondary education, which is where my aspirations are. So it was good to kind of get some work in designing and administering and then grading an assessment and adapting it week in, week out. So that takes care of my 2, lesson planning and assessments. Good luck with the rest of finals week. Have a wonderful break. That's all. That's it, folks.